Hello there, welcome to Emerald House of Cars, and today I'm going to take you around this 2013 Peugeot 107. It's a 1 litre petrol car, active, 3-door, in purple. Let's not waste any time, let's head on over and have a look at Lou for ourselves. Now first and foremost, you can see we have our gorgeous headlights right there on the left. As you can see right there on the right as well, in pristine condition I must say. Same of course goes down here for our matching set of fog lights. You see they're set against that beautiful black background with the beautiful chrome trim there, just like that. Now that's on the right. We're going to follow our beautiful gloss black honeycomb grille all the way over, and you can see again matching set over here on the left there as well. Now speaking of black honeycomb, you can see this Peugeot 107 comes with this gorgeous gloss black honeycomb grille in the front, and it just looks absolutely stunning. In fact, I think the car itself looks incredible. It comes in purple. We don't get a lot of purple stock here in Emerald, but when we do, we certainly take notice because it is a dashing colour. Absolutely stunning all the way around. I promise you, these lights in the studio are not doing it any favours. It is just so eye-popping and so eye-catching as well. Having a look here at our windscreen, you can see, again, massive windscreen, easy visibility. You wouldn't think it if you were looking at a 3-door car that you'd have such great visibility, but with this 107, you do indeed. No chips or scratches, anything of the sort. In fact, the only thing on this windscreen is our big green tick, our Emerald House of Cars seal of approval, which means that this vehicle has undergone our 128-point on-site Emerald inspection, and not just undergone it, but it's passed it with flying colours, which means that this vehicle, the one you see here, our 2013 Peugeot 108 in purple, is A1 mechanically certified. Absolutely fantastic. I'll go into that a bit more, but let's continue having a look around the side of the car. You can see beautiful straight lines all up and down the side of the vehicle. Got a beautiful gloss purple wing mirror right there. We've got a cheeky little bit of tinted glass there in the rear, and just having a look over our roof, you can just see it's in great nick all the way around. Now let's come on down and continue inspecting our bodywork. You can see these alloys as well. They're in tremendous condition, great nick all the way around, as you can see. Phenomenal condition. You even have our lovely chrome nuts in there. You see right there. Absolutely gorgeous and terrific condition. Let's follow our beautiful straight line skirt all the way down to our next alloy, and again 2 for 2. It's just in flawless condition. Such good nick all the way around. I'm so happy to report that. Let's continue looking. You can see we're already around the back. We've got our tinted glass there in the rear. We have our enormous fog lights. You can see them right there in red. Really gorgeous design, proper retro style design here. Sort of looks like Michael Jackson's red trousers from Bad. Just that beautiful red and black stripe. Really interesting. Got our Peugeot badge. Got our Peugeot badges, I should say. As you can see, there's more than one. And of course, they're all in great nick all the way around. Coming on down here, set against our black bumper, you can see our beautiful, again, set of matching fog lights. You can see it right there as well. Now also, just want to point out as well, just want to note, the bodywork itself is in great nick. You also have this nifty little panel here for putting in petrol in our 1 litre engine. But let's just have a good close look at the condition of the vehicle. That's why we're doing this video. We want to give you a good old look around, because if there's anything on this car worth seeing, we want you to see it, because we want you to come on down and see it in person and not see any surprises. So if I notice anything, I'm going to point it out to you. Now let's crack open the boot. And obviously it is a 3-door car, but in all fairness, you do have a modicum of space in the boot, I must say. I think they've gone very cleverly with the boot. They've sort of dug down instead of trying to spread out. But the beautiful thing as well is, as you can see here, the seats, they have this 50-50 split, and you can actually push them down. And let's say, you know, you're a single person, maybe you're a young couple, you just want to take advantage of all that space where you can push the seats down, and you've got yourself a pretty sizable boot. But even without doing that, I mean, you know, if you're just popping out, I don't know where nowadays, but, you know, if you're just popping out for a couple of hours or so, you just need to bring a bag, well, this car's boot, more than enough. It's a little trench down there. You can honestly, You could probably pack a lot more than I'm giving you the impression. Deceptively deep, I'd say. Having a look down the side of this vehicle, again, beautiful straight lines. You're really noticing how much that purple's popping. It's an unusual colour. You don't often see purple. I think it takes a very special kind of person to be, you know, committing to a purple car because it's so unusual. But I think it's really, really gorgeous. I'm sort of winning me round, I must say. Coming on to our third alloy, again, you can see 3 for 3. It's in great nick all the way around. Looks about as clean as the day it came out of the packet and went on the wheel in the factory. Let's follow along again, a beautiful straight line all the way to our final alloy. And again, 4 for 4, terrific nick. What can I say except they're alloys? Now, having a look up here, I just want to draw your attention. We have this very, very small line. You see it right there, and you can see it's not very long. Looking at it in terms of scale with my finger. Again, doesn't affect the way the car handles, operates, drives, or performs, but we are the dealership of transparency. And if I can see it, that means you'll see it, and I'd rather you see it right now instead of turning up, falling in love with the car, and then spotting this and feeling like we're trying to hide things from you. We don't hide anything here at Emerald. That's why we do these videos. And of course, we want you to see that little blemish right there. Same of course goes for, we've got a little spots right there. As you can see, you know, they're no bigger than like a tenth of my fingernail. Very, very small. But again, we want you to know because we're on the same team here. Right, let's have ourselves a looky loo. Inside the vehicle, the door opens nice and big. It's a 3-door obviously, but that doesn't mean that there's not space, because as you can see, first and foremost, there is a lot of legroom to be had in this vehicle. Very, very spacious, I must say. I also love the interior, the purple that they put on the doors. It's like they know if you get a purple car, you'll want to see the purple, so they've sprayed some on the inside there, as you can see. Again, just a nice and easy door handle. Nice and easy electric windows in the front. Nice speaker system just nuzzled in there in the door pocket as well. Let's have ourselves a looky loo in the back. So let's, there's a little clip here. There we go. Now, as you can see here, we've got two very nice, comfortable seats here. Doesn't really seem to be a stitch nor seam out of place. I think as we've seen with the condition of the exterior, the interior very much follows the same pattern. I think our past owners have been very sensible. They've maintained the car. They've not ragged it round. They've treated it nicely. And you're seeing that with the condition that it came to us in. I don't see a stitch nor seam out of place in these seats. What I do see are Isofix child locking points. So again, if you're a small family, maybe you're a single parent, then this car would be absolutely ideal. Because if you've got a little kiddo in a baby seat, then you're going to be able to lock them in safely and securely in this car and not have to worry. I also love the design of the chairs. You know, they sort of look quite binary, quite interesting. You know, the stripes. It's just different than that boring stock black that you do tend to get with a lot of vehicles. It's interesting. It's comfortable. It does the job. What more could you possibly want in terms of back seats? Let's have a look at these front seats. Now, first and foremost, you can see we have our beautiful navigator seat right there. Again, in great nick all the way around. You've seen loads and loads of leg room. And again, with our driver's seat here again. Love the design. It's a comfortable seat. I don't really see a stitch nor seam out of place. We've sat in it as we've taken it out for a test drive as part of our 128 point check. You know, very, very comfortable. Yeah, just a great pair of seats. It's a comfortable car. A lot of leg room. Yeah, definitely does the job, I'd say. Tell you what we'll do. We'll hop on in and we'll have a looky loo around the cabin. Again, you can see more of that purple just dotted out around. You can see our dashboard again in great nick all the way around. Not a scratch, not a mark, not a burn, no nothing. Just really, really good condition all the way around. You can see our steering wheel here upside down. Obviously I've done that so we can have a better look at the alloys, but it's a great indicator for me to whack the key out. There you go, you can see our key. Turn it around and let's have a good look at everything this car has to offer. So let's turn that on. Yeah. There we go. As you can see, first and foremost, our FM radio comes on straight away. So let's turn that down so you can hear me. Obviously, this vehicle does come with an AM, FM radio. You can also see it's got a CD slot and Aux Input there as well. So if there's nothing particularly tickling your fancy on Heart FM, well, you always have options to bring your own music, either here or here. You can see our volume buttons are up here. You can see our on and off button up there as well. It's also got a clock, as you can see there. It works perfectly. It is 1:46 p.m. Today, Monday. Yeah, it's got all the buttons you'd need. You've got tuning, you've got tracking as well for, you know, for AM and all that. And, you know, you just got all these buttons here. You can operate your CDs here. You can fast forward tracks. There's just a lot of cool things you can do. I also think there's a random button on there as well, which I quite like that. That's quite cool. Just everything you'd need set out and laid out nice and beautifully, and it all works perfectly. That's what we like here at Emerald. And that, you know, it makes the car, it's efficient. That's what I'd say it is. You know, it's comfy, it's efficient, and it gets the job done. As you can see, I have tons of leg room. I'm quite a bit of a big boy as well, so it's very lovely to have loads of leg room. You know, I'm not feeling like, you know, my arm's trapped or anything. It's spacious, and it's much more spacious than you think when you look at the outside. Having a look here, again, you can see we have our windscreen demister, which in the winter, this thing's going to be a lifesaver. Imagine waking up on frosty mornings, you're going to be wanting this, and this car has thrown it in. The Peugeot 107, it comes with it. But we also have AC there as well, which is wonderful. And of course, you can control the strength of the blast, and you can hear it really does blast you pretty hard. And as you can see down here, we've got our rear windscreen demister. Again, winter is coming. That's going to be a lifesaver. But you also have all these different directions of which you can have the air blow towards you. You can even control the flow like that. Works nice and wonderfully. And control the temperature. As you can see here, it's all the way on hot for winter. I'm having a bit of a warm day, so I'm going to put it down there. And of course, control the blast with it right there. Yeah, let's get that AC on. Let's get that demist off. Works an absolute dream, doesn't it? Now, coming on down here, you got your 12-volt charging point. You've got a nice little area here, so if you do use the charging point, you can always put whatever you're charging down there, out of the way. You don't have to fiddle around with you know, loose wires and stuff. Got a couple of cup holders here, inbuilt, nice and strong. They do the job. What more could you say? Got our 5-speed gearbox here, set against that beautiful gloss black, as you can see, in great nick all the way around. Looks hardly used. And we've got a big manual handbrake here in leather as well. Now, I'm saying looks hardly used. I believe this vehicle has 39,889 miles on the clock, which is impressive to say the least. But when you take into effect, tell you what, let's round it up and say 40,000. 40,000 miles on the clock for a vehicle that is 7 years old. I mean, that is impressive. That is, oh, doing the math, it's just under 6 grand. You know, 6,000 miles every year. As you can see, our vanity mirrors and our interior lighting are all good to go there as well. And luckily, the air freshener still works as well. But as I've said, you know, there's about 6,000 miles on the clock for every year. That's under the, you know, that's under how many miles usually are put on vehicles year by year. So, you know, it's got great mileage. And even if it didn't have great mileage, the condition of the vehicle indicates it's been well looked after. It's got great mileage, but it just means it's got so many more miles left to give and left to ride out with you. Now let's open up that vehicle, specifically the bonnet. Let's come on around. Let's open her up and have a look at that 1 litre petrol engine. And there you go, you see it. So this is our 1 litre petrol engine. It's been Emerald approved. It's A1 mechanically cleared because it's undergone and passed each and every point of our Emerald 128 point check. There's low mileage on the vehicle. It's in terrific condition, both inside and out. It drives beautifully as we've taken it out on our test drive. Very comfortable, very practical, very reliable. This is an ideal car for, I mean, it'd be an ideal first car, be an ideal second car. If you're single, you just want to sort of schmooze around, it's ideal for that. It's made to go the distance. Hell, if you're a single parent, just need something for you and the kiddo, this will suit you to the ground. If you're a young person just looking for a car, you know, something reliable, something you can count on, this will go the distance. It's just a wonderful vehicle all the way around, and comes in that brilliant purple colour. So it means it stands out from the crowd. You're not getting the bog standard vehicle here. You're getting something. You're not going to lose it in a car park. Everyone's going to be looking at you when you're driving up and down the motorway in this. That purple stands out, and it means you'll never fade in to the crowd. As you can see here, we've got our 1 litre petrol engine. The car's very economical with its petrol engine. It's just a terrific vehicle all the way around. We've prepped it, we've checked it, we've inspected it, and it works an absolute dream. Honestly, nothing to worry about, because we've gone above and beyond. We've done a 128-point check, and it works an absolute dream. So there you have it. That is our Peugeot 107 in purple. If there's anything else you'd like to know about this or any other vehicle that we have in stock here at Emerald, please do not hesitate to get in contact with me or any of my colleagues.